Good morning. It is Saturday. My family is asleep and I am just enjoying some coffee. This is black coffee with a little bit of stevia and some of those peppermint flavor oils from Loran. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and read a little bit and see what the day brings us. Okay, current ratings 0.0 on ketones and then 98 on the blood sugars. Gotta get this fixed. Alrighty, for breakfast, it's 8:50. This is detox porridge from Brianna Thomas. I can't remember how you pronounce her name. Anyway, it's just this, but instead of just following this, I went ahead and I added psyllium husk powder, about a teaspoon, give or take, and some chocolate stevia drops to give it a little bit more flavor. And I need to add some MCT oil to that. And then back here, this crazy pink drink is called the Keto Strawberry Lemonade. This is exogenous ketones. It has less than a gram of carbs. And so I'm testing this out. Not really sure how well it works, but, you know, giving it a test, seeing how that goes. And that's going to be my breakfast. Okay, I've completed the detox porridge. I should have shown it to you a little bit more closely as far as the texture is concerned. Flavor was great. I love the chocolate cinnamon combo. It's a little bit Mexican chocolatey. It's great. The texture, on the other hand, it was like eating slime, warm slime, because I added that psyllium husk. If you don't do the psyllium husk, I also swapped it from being the coconut flour and I made it with with my DIY baking blend instead, which you can totally do. But the texture was for sure less enjoyable, but I really want that psyllium husk in there for that fiber, and it's really good. Also, I got this in the mail a while back, not a while back, but you know, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe. Anyway, in here there is a porridge recipe, sort of like that one. So anyway, I just did Brianna Thomas's version instead. It was better. We have much and many things happening today. We have Jared working on our hall bathroom. Don't know if you can hear me over that. And I'm over here just playing in my cookbooks. You know, just messing around with my various things and what have you. So I might come up with a few things that I want to make today. I went ahead and I bought the Trim Healthy Future book. It was during their pre-sale a while back. So I got that right before Thanksgiving, and it's actually, it's a really pretty cookbook. It's not the most in-depth cookbook, you know, like a lot of these recipes, they have a lot of ingredients, but they don't have a ton of instruction to them. So they're a little bit more on the simplistic side, which I think is great, especially if you are a newbie to Trim Healthy Mama. There are a lot of recipes in here that I will not try just because the meals, or energizing or high carb, low fat meals are just, I never feel good after eating something like that. And maybe things are different now, but every time I eat carbs, I just feel real bad, really bad. So that's not probably going to be something I try. I will probably try to take some of those recipes and convert them to high fat, low carb recipes at some point. But for now, I'm just going to continue thumbing through that and checking out the various recipes that I might actually want to attempt today. It is getting to be lunchtime and I'm ready to cook something. I have some olive oil, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some red pepper flakes. And I have just cubed up a piece of chicken. This is actually 1.5 breasts of chicken and some leftover fried cabbage that I will be adding more cabbage to here in a minute. But I'm going to just saute all of this together in my skillet over here and create a really quick hot lunch. All right, here is my bowl. This is about 40% of what was in my pan, and I've topped it off with some of my homemade mayonnaise right here. I do have a video showing how I make that. I probably have about 1.5 tablespoons or so on there. This is Jared's plate right here. I'm not sure if he's going to add anything extra to the top of his, but this is a really good lunch on a nice cold winter day. Now it's time for a little dessert. This is the Trimtastic Mostess cupcake recipe from Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. Lunch was delicious. It has become kind of a staple for our daily lunches lately because it's kind of nice in the wintertime to have a warm lunch, and that's what we've been doing. I really like adding those red pepper flakes into the actual dish as it's cooking to really kind of develop that flavor into it. I love my sriracha and my Cholula. Make no mistake about that. However, cooking the red pepper flake into the dish, I don't know, it just adds a different, different layer, I guess. Okay, and then the dessert that I made, or that I had, that was the Trimtastic Mostess cupcakes from the Trim Healthy Table Cookbook from Trim Healthy Mama. That one, I did it as a trifle instead of making it into cupcakes, which I'll do that often if I'm making that one. The past few times that I've made it, the cake has turned out a little bit too dry, and the erythritol kind of recrystallizes in the cake once it's in the refrigerator. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if it's like a humidity here difference compared to like back when we were in Wisconsin, or if it's the winter humidity versus the summer humidity. Like there's not humidity. It's super dry right now. So I don't know. I don't exactly know what the answer is, but I think I'm going to take a break from making that one once Jared and I finish that up. So there's that. I'm kind of feeling like a cup of coffee just for the sake of coffee. It's, the afternoon coffee moment. And I don't know, what time is it? It's only almost 2 o'clock. I don't know. I should probably wait longer. Oh well, I think I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, and I probably will put in like a tablespoon of cream. Let's go figure it out. Coffee is done. Okay, this has about 2 tablespoons of cream in it. And just like heavy whipping cream, and some little bits of stevia and some peppermint oil. And I love that. I don't know. I'm obsessed with peppermint and eggnog at Christmas time, and my arm is shaking. So those are my go-to flavors at Christmas time. Actually, probably more often than Christmas time alone, but that's what I got there. And I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner. I'll figure it out along the way, I'm sure, because at some point, all of my humans are going to come demanding food from me. So I have some beef stew meat in my refrigerator that I could use. I could do something, I don't know, breakfast for dinner. I don't know. I'm not sure what direction I'd like to go, but when I figure that part out, I will for sure show that to you. In the meantime, I am gonna go sit down and drink my coffee, and I don't know if I'm gonna go flip through cookbooks or go read or just go mindlessly scroll the internet. Oh, I gotta fix my nail polish. That's what I actually should probably do. Let's see if I get that done. All right, for dinner tonight, we are having this Trim Healthy Mama Good Grub. This is what theirs looks like. Mine, it's similar-ish. This is the Wonder Wrap recipe from the cookbook as well. This is my plate. That is Jared's plate. So 3 Wonder Wraps, some romaine hearts, sort of shredded up into there, and I will be adding some mayonnaise and sriracha whenever I get to the table. But this is our dinner tonight. This is glass number 4 of water, and what I do is I don't actually just get straight water from the fridge or from the tap. I do half water from the fridge where it's cold, and then I do half from the Keurig because I don't like drinking cold water in the winter. All right, there was this much left in Lauren's bowl that I'm going to go ahead and finish off with these 2 kind of mess up little Wonder Wraps here. So get those out. This is, I don't know. It's not very much in there, so I figured I would just go ahead and eat that since I'm still a little bit hungry. Hello, it is the next day. We are getting ready to go to church. I did in fact remove my old nail polish and just put on like a little light pink coat of like a nail treatment polish instead. And I'm not loving it. I don't like it. I like to have the dark nails right now. I don't know why. It's fine. It's irrelevant information, Lindsay. It's fine. So anyway, I have only had, this is my second cup of black coffee with some stevia and some of the Loran peppermint flavoring oil in it. I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of not. I don't know what I am. But I do kind of want to go ahead and get some breakfast in me since we have church today. And I don't want to be distracted by hunger. So I'm going to come together. Nope, I'm not going to come together. I'm going to pull together some breakfast and show that to you whenever it's ready. While I'm deciding what to make for breakfast, I thought I would show you here my glucose is 83 right now. That is a massive improvement for me personally. Here lately, my fasting blood sugars have been kind of high, and I kind of attributed it to the cortisol surge you get whenever you first wake up and your blood sugar spikes a little bit for the sake of, you know, the cortisol triggering insulin, et cetera, et cetera. So I was really concerned about that. Oh no, come back, come back, come back. Tell me my things. Tell me my things. No, tell me my things. Okay, let's try it this way. There it is. Okay, so I took my blood sugar at 932. It is now 936. It took me a minute to collect my thoughts. So my blood ketones is currently at 0.1, so that is improved from yesterday's 0.0. Not the numbers I want to see, but definitely an improvement from the previous testing. 9:41 a.m. and I'm going to break my fast with 3 fried eggs. I think the yolks got a little overcooked, but it'll be fine. And then I did some of my homemade mayonnaise. I do have a video on that. I've had some questions in the past about this. I do have a video for this. I will attempt to remember to actually link that in my iCards and in the description. And then some Cholula. And then I'm still working on the last little bit of black coffee. And yesterday I drank a glass of I did 1 serving of the Key Nutrients Key Keto. It is exogenous ketones, 1 scoop. There are 15 in this container. I did notice an energy boost from this. It does have less than a gram of carbohydrates. I really appreciate it whenever a company will actually put on their label that while they could technically say there are 0 carbs, they go ahead and are completely transparent by saying there's less than 1 gram, but there's still something in this that has some kind of a carbohydrate to it. So I really appreciate that. And the flavor is really quite tasty. The color terrifies me, if I could be so bold. The bright pink color terrifies me. However, the color is just from beetroot and not from any kind of artificial colorants. So I feel like I see it and it freaks me out, but then I read the things and my brain stops freaking out, but still, you know, feelings and facts and all that jazz. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why my eggs wound up so cattywampus here on my plate whenever I flipped them out of my skillet, but it's fine. It's fine. Did I say what time it was? Yeah, 9:45 almost. And I'm going to go chow down. All right, black coffee with just a little bit of stevia and that peppermint flavoring oil. And that's what I'm having now. We are back from church and it's 1:10 right now. I kind of want to test my ketones again, but at $1 per test strip, I don't want to waste those. So I'm not going to do that. And the girls have already had their lunch and gone to quiet time. Jared had to run into work today for a short amount of time and is not yet back. And I don't want to pull out a chicken breast and do my typical chicken and shredded cabbage sauteed fried lunch concoction right now. So I'm not gonna. Yesterday I had made all of those Trim Healthy Mama Wonder Wraps. They were actually the Wonder Wrap 2 from the Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. And those are more similar to the ones that I had modified for myself back, I don't remember when I made tortilla chips out of them. So good. Anyway, so I kind of just pulled together a few things from what I had in the refrigerator, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay, for starters, this is shredded mozzarella. I like to buy the block and shred it myself, so that way I don't have any of those extra starches, preservatives, any of the other additional ingredients that can be problematic. So home shredded mozzarella cheese. Listen, this is still the coffee cup from earlier this morning. I just made a fresh cup of coffee whenever I went to church and abandoned that. I might warm that up and finish that little fella. Okay, so this is 2 of those Trim Healthy Table Wonder Wrap 2s from Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. I've put about a 1/4 cup of mozzarella, that might be closer to 1/3, on these after I warmed them up. And then I cooked up 2 slices of the Wright's thick cut bacon. And I'm just going to have these as a little taco. Since these are made out of egg whites, it's kind of like a breakfast for a lunch situation. And I don't know, I might have more food after this. I cannot commit to anything until I eat this food. Well, I made short work of that. It was pretty tasty, actually, for being just pulled together. So I need to go rewarm this coffee so that I can drink that. This is my second jar of water. The first one, I had that strawberry lemonade ketone powder in it. So I'm kind of falling a little bit behind. I mean, it is 1:20 practically, and here I am just now trying to drink plain water. That's a failure. Anyway, these look wonky, but they're delicious. These are some cake batter truffles that I make. They're like a keto fat bomb kind of. Delicious. Wonky shaped, but that means that they're just going to taste that much better. They'll taste more humble. That's what it'll be. They'll taste more humble. It is almost 5:30. I have my chicken patty recipe, and I also added some different nail polish to what I had going on. So I need to do another coat and clean it up and then put the top coat. Anyway, I still have 3 more patties to pan fry, but I'm so hungry. So I've been putting handfuls of these in my mouth. I mean, like I probably had, I don't know, less than a 1/4 cup at this point, but I'm definitely snacking at the moment while cooking, and I'm on glass number 3 of water that I need to refill. All right, 5:48, and this is my plate. So I've got 2 of my chicken patties that I made over there, and I have a little bit of ranch to dip and a salad of some romaine and some spring mix along with some ranch. That actually looks like a lot of ranch. Good grief, what did I do? And then this is some focaccia bread from the Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. I just pan toasted it, put a little bit of butter on there, and that is my 4th glass of water for today. Okay, dinner was great. Plenty of leftovers for lunch tomorrow or future dinner. Those things freeze so well and they stay really juicy even whenever you reheat them later. So that recipe it's a thumbs up for us. And girls are in bed. Jared's hanging out watching a show. I'm gonna go do that with him. I thought I wanted a cup of coffee for the evening, like a cup of decaf, but I think I'm just gonna call it a night and be done. I do have my coffee maker all set up for tomorrow morning. That is seriously like my favorite thing to wake up to in the morning. A coffee maker that is already starting its day. So anyway, I think I'm just gonna go put that second coat of nail polish on my nails and hang my hat there. I really appreciate you joining me on this What I Eat in a Day for the past 2 days on a low carb keto lifestyle, and I hope to see you in the next one.